Well, here we are in Brunswick, Port of Brunswick now, where filming is underway for the sequence that they're doing here for the Black Panther 2 sequel, Return to Wakanda. It is being filmed now in Brunswick, and they've set up quite the studio. One of the largest props I think I have ever seen floating, the Harvey Subsea, and we've got some more video of that. It's been brought in as a huge offshore supply ship. It has a very large helo deck. It's equipped with a massive crane on the deck. Really interesting vessel to look at. But the folks here making the movie have kind of taken over a city park that's down on the waterfront, and they are in the process of working the movie magic that they do. They've got it's massive. Not only do they have the set with the ship itself, but in an area that is typically the farmers market for the local vegetable growers here in this park. They've hung tarps around that, so we can just assume that there's some sort of filming. They've gotten some sort of sound stage studio set up in that building, and they're working in there. And then multiple trucks, trailers, all the support vehicles and equipment that are necessary to put on a show and do the movie. They've got 3 barges that are in place with large deck cranes on it. Looks like they're handling quite a bit of lighting duties, and most of the filming that is taking place at nighttime, very late at night. There are a lot of pyrotechnics involved, and we're not sure where this sequence sets in the movie of Black Panther. This is a Marvel Studios movie, superhero Black Panther. It's going to be very interesting to see how everything falls into place with the movie magic that we've come to know and expect from these magical minds that put together these movies. But this is what we're seeing. This is the tangible things that are here in the Port of Brunswick, and it's really transformed the area. I've never seen one of these offshore supply vessels in place. They've brought in a helicopter. Here's a helo that's up on the massive helo deck on the Harvey Subsea. And in addition to that, we've seen several support vessels, barges that are part of the lighting equipment that is brought in for the movie. Very fascinating setup, and we hope to maybe bring you guys some more of this activity as it takes place. But pretty exciting times here in the Port of Brunswick. Not only are we finishing up with our Golden Ray ship removal project, but now we have this activity taking place as well. You can really see the massive size of that Harvey Subsea ship. And this is some of the lighting barges. Had quite a few of these lighting barges set up, and I guess they maneuver those into position for whatever effect the director is looking for. But kind of an interesting setup, to say the least, here in Brunswick. In addition to the barges here, we've seen quite a few tugboats that are working the set, moving these barges around, and they seem to get these barges set. There's a lot of pre-work that goes into getting everything staged in the right area for whatever it is they're going to try to do. You can imagine it's a bit of a process, as these barges they're spud barges, and the spuds have to be kind of dropped down and driven down into the seabed here in the port and get these things maneuvered into place for whatever it is they're looking to do. So it takes a little time, a lot of forethought that goes into the shot that you're looking for, and getting the equipment necessary to make that happen into position. It seems all this is done during the daylight hours, so that in darkness everything's kind of set, ready to go. Much easier to get everything in place during the day versus trying to get everything set at nighttime. That seems to be obvious. Here we can see some of the other smaller vessels that are involved. Not sure if these are film boats. Maybe these are going to be utilized in the actual movie itself, but they had quite a few of them tied up here at the set. And we've seen some of these things motoring around, but we really haven't seen what their actual application is in the movie. We'll be keeping an eye out for that, and hopefully we can let you guys know what's going on with that as well. And shooting at nighttime, of course, means you got to have the lighting effects. So they have a few of these lighting barges that they've set up with mobile towers with very large light banks on them, and it seems each barge is equipped with its own power generating system to kind of power these things, and the lights are massive. And they have 2, possibly 3 of these barges set up that we've seen in different spots. We'll be looking for these guys. Again, nighttime is and it's very late when this happens. We're going to try to adjust our schedule to try to get out into the wee hours of the morning and trying to catch some of this activity taking place and see how this equipment is actually used on the site. Here we have more equipment that is up on top of the helo deck. This was just a bit earlier in the day before the helicopter was in, but looks like they were constructing some part of equipment here, possibly for lighting or maybe camera work. We'll keep an eye out. Hey, we're going to ask you, if you haven't done it yet, to click on that subscribe button, share the video, hit the thumbs up. We love getting the comments. Most of all, we want you guys to stay safe out there.